DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady D. Looking tacky. I keep my game tactful.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural.
The infamous.
I ain't looking tacky cause I keep my game tactful.
I'm so pretty, I'm so fabu, I'm so nappy, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo, fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon, getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is cheering on that cartoon.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Airfros and Babyhairs, and thank you for joining us again for another chat session. We are still playing catch up on these topics, so go ahead and grab your snacks and get you something to drink, and grab a notepad so that you can jot down feedback for each topic to leave down in the comment section. Also, let me know if y'all want to go live after these sessions come out, so that y'all can call in and give me your thoughts and opinions on these topics. Let me know that in the comment as well. I may add a poll to the community wall to get an idea, but without any more delays, let's jump into these topics. Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So, how's everyone doing? I hope all is well. I'm sending love and light to each of you and wishing you peace and prosperity. We are well over here. Had a few hiccups, but I won't complain because we still here in the land of the living, and that is something to be happy about. So with all that being said, let's get into the shenanigans. So the first topic is coming from 11 News, and it reads, woman says doctors misdiagnosed her with cancer after undergoing weeks of chemotherapy. And this is from College Station, Texas. A woman is sharing her life-changing experience after she says she was misdiagnosed with cancer. Lisa Monk said in 2022 her life took an unexpected turn when she sought medical attention for what she suspected were kidney stones causing her stomach pains. But this visit kicked off a difficult medical journey she said challenged her physically, emotionally, and financially. According to Monk, a routine CT scan initially confirmed her suspicion of kidney stones, but it also revealed something far more alarming, a mass on her spleen. In January 2023, Monk underwent surgery to remove the spleen mass, expecting to receive the diagnosis and begin treatment for her condition. However, a series of events followed that she said turned her world upside down. They said I had clear cell angiosarcoma, which is a blood type cancer, Monk said. The wife and mother of two said doctors in the Houston area delivered the gut-wrenching prognosis of just 15 months left to live. Monk said she embarked on a grueling journey of chemotherapy and hospitalizations as she fought what she believed to be a battle against cancer. But in April 2023, a twist of fate revealed a startling truth. Monk said the hospital had made a grave error. During a routine follow-up appointment, a nurse practitioner stumbled upon the misdiagnosis. It was revealed that Monk never had cancer in the first place. I underwent a total of 2 rounds of chemotherapy, and the Friday before I went in for my 3rd round, I went to visit my doctor and just again, a routine appointment, just checking in before we go in for round 3, Monk said. The nurse practitioner was reading my file and talking to me, asking me about all my symptoms, all the nausea and vomiting and all the things that come with chemo. Monk added, she just suddenly stopped talking and she got a horrified look on her face. She said she had to get the doctor real quick. She ran out of the room, left me alone for about 15 minutes, and the doctor came back in and told me that I never had cancer. According to Monk, the facility gave her a report showing that she was cancer-free. They had ordered a second pathology. It's their policy to do their own in-house. So when they did that, that was the result. My spleen was just going to rupture. I had blood vessel activity in my spleen, and that was all it was. It was never cancer, Monk said. Monk said what's even more frustrating is knowing that the mistake could have been avoided after additional lab work was done. It was dated a whole month prior. I had received an entire second round of chemotherapy 2 weeks after they had received the second pathology report, she said. The mother of two says she had to deal with the psychological trauma of the misdiagnosis and the financial strain of medical bills. It wasn't just me that went through all of this. I'm a mom, a wife, I'm a sister, a daughter, a friend, Monk said. My children were preparing for my death. I was writing goodbye letters to them for the graduations that I wouldn't be at, the babies that I would never see, and the weddings that I would never attend. While relieved not to have cancer, Monk doesn't want anyone else to go through the unnecessary medical procedures and emotional journey. In the aftermath of her ordeal, Monk has shared her story on social media, shedding light on the critical issue of diagnostic mistakes in the healthcare system. It makes you wonder how many other mistakes are out there. How many times has someone been misdiagnosed, or how many reports are sitting in someone's inbox not being read because the doctors are too busy or there's too many tests being run, Monk said. I don't think that I can change the world because frankly I don't think that I'm this special, but maybe I changed their policies. According to Monk, the doctor or the hospital has not taken accountability for what she and her family have gone through. They told me congratulations. They never said we're sorry that you went through this. We're sorry that your family went through this, she said. Monk said the entire situation has been a roller coaster of emotions. I've never been so relieved and angry at the same time, Monk said. We still have a lot of healing to do. Physically, I'm still healing from chemo, and it's hard to get those answers because there's no research out there on people like me. Wow. So this is clearly one thing after another, misdiagnosing people, but that's not even new because I heard about that years ago. These hospitals and physicians misdiagnosing people with cancers they never had, and just to run up the insurances, and people taking medicines they don't need and chemotherapy they don't need. Like it's a lot. However, I just still find it confusing that I don't even want to get into it, to be honest. But yeah, what do y'all think about this situation? It's like these scam schemes, con artistry. Wow. That's all I can say. The next topic is coming from people.com, and it reads, O.J. Simpson's cause of death revealed. O.J. Simpson died at the age of 76 in his Las Vegas, Nevada home on April 10th, his family announced. Simpson, the former Hall of Fame football player and acquitted murderer, died from metastatic prostate cancer. His longtime lawyer, Malcolm Laverne, confirmed to People on April 26. Simpson's family announced his death on X, formerly Twitter, on April 11, one day after he died. I was pretty certain it was prostate cancer. Ultimately, that was the cause, Laverne said. He thought it had beaten it, he adds. I thought this was done, but you know how cancers go. They come back and they come back with a vengeance. Simpson was a Heisman Trophy recipient and the first NFL player to rush for more than 2,000 yards in a season in 1973. Despite his record-breaking success on the field, Simpson became more known for his infamous double murder acquittal during what was dubbed the trial of the century. Simpson was tried in connection with the brutal 1994 murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman at her Los Angeles, California home. The 11-month trial was rife with courtroom drama as well as bombshell revelations about the controversial LAPD detective who investigated the scene. In 1995, Simpson was acquitted in the double murder case. The Brown and Goldman families subsequently sued Simpson for wrongful death and won the case. In 1997, he was asked to pay $33.5 million to the families. At the time of his death, he had not made that payment in full to the Goldmans, according to their lawyer. He still owes on the current status of the judgment. David Cook, who represents Ron's father, Fred Goldman, previously told People. He noted that due to Simpson's failure to pay the family, the money owed with interest is now more than $114 million as of this year. Now, why did they have to add that part in when we are finding out that OJ has gone to the upper room? But I had no idea this man was going through all of that. Maybe that's why they let him out of jail. Like they did sometimes when the inmates get really, really sick, they do let them out. However, he did not look sick. But once again, like his lawyer was saying, that he thought that OJ had beat it at one point because it did leave and then it came back with a vengeance. It's like, why is it so many times that these cancers leave and then they come back and they're even worse than before? After all the chemotherapy and all these different things, you get rid of it, send it into remission, and then it ends up right back in the person's body. It's just weird. But condolences to OJ's family, regardless of whether, he did any crimes or not. I'm sure he's missed by some of his family members, his children. So condolences to them. And yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on this situation as well. The next topic comes from Librate.com, and it reads 11 benefits of applying oil near belly button. We've all witnessed or heard of our parents or grandparents massaging their bodies with essential oils. It's astonishing how massaging the bodies with oils can have numerous therapeutic benefits. One of these practices is navel therapy, also known as navel oiling. In Ayurveda, the navel is known as the starting point of life. The navel acts as a bridge between a mother and the developing fetus inside of her womb. Furthermore, it serves as a linking chamber for various veins that extend to different organs within the body. Therefore, taking care of the navel with oil and keeping it clean can aid in curing several health problems. Furthermore, the navel is a center of balance in adulthood where a lot of powerful energy is stored. The navel is also considered to be the center of the body, representing the source of life and vitality. Applying oil near the belly button has been a popular practice in Ayurveda for many decades. In this article, we will explore 11 benefits of applying oil near the belly button and how it can improve your overall health and well-being. The first one is relieves abdominal pain. Massaging oil near the belly button can help relieve abdominal pain caused by various factors such as indigestion, menstrual cramps, and constipation. The navel is the center of the body, and massaging oil in this area helps stimulate blood flow to the abdominal area, promoting healing and relieving pain. The next one is boost immunity. Another benefit of applying oil near the belly button is that it can help boost immunity. The belly button is home to several important veins and arteries, and massaging oils onto this area can help improve circulation and boost the immune system. Oils such as neem oil or tea tree oil are particularly effective in boosting immunity. The next one is improves digestion. One of the main benefits of applying oil near the belly button is that it can help promote digestion. The belly button is the center of the body, and massaging oils onto this area can help stimulate the digestive system. Applying oils such as castor oil, olive oil, or coconut oil can help improve digestion, reducing bloating, and relieves constipation. The next one is relieves menstrual cramps. Applying oil near the belly button can also help relieve menstrual cramps. This is because the belly button is connected to the uterus through the umbilical cord. Massaging oils such as sesame oil or castor oil onto the belly button can help increase blood flow to the uterus and reduce pain and discomfort associated with menstrual cramps. The next one is reduces stress and anxiety. By massaging oils onto the belly button, it is believed that stress and anxiety can be reduced. This is because the belly button is believed to be connected to the vagus nerve, which regulates the parasympathetic nervous system responsible for controlling relaxation and calmness. Applying oils such as lavender oil or chamomile oil can help calm the mind and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. The next one is enhances fertility. Massaging oils onto the belly button can also help improve fertility. The belly button is connected to the reproductive organs through the umbilical cord, and massaging oils such as sesame oil or castor oil onto the belly button can help increase blood flow to the reproductive organs, leading to improved fertility. The next one is improved skin health. The belly button is connected to many important blood vessels, and massaging oil on this area helps improve blood circulation to skin, providing essential nutrients and promoting skin health. This can help improve the appearance of the skin and prevent skin disorders such as acne, eczema, and psoriasis. The next one is alleviates insomnia. It can help improve insomnia and promote restful sleep. This is because massaging the belly button stimulates the production of hormones that promote relaxation and improve sleep. The next one is treats respiratory disorders. The belly button is connected to the lungs, and massaging oil on this area helps promote the release of mucus and reduce inflammation in the respiratory system. This can help improve symptoms of respiratory disorders such as coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath. The next one is relieves joint pain. Applying oil near the belly button can also help relieve joint pain. This is because the belly button is connected to several important veins and arteries that supply blood to the joints. Massaging oils such as eucalyptus oil or peppermint oil onto the belly button can help improve circulation and reduce joint pain and inflammation. The next one is promote hair growth. Applying oil near the belly button can also help promote hair growth. Massaging oils such as coconut oil or olive oil onto the belly button can help improve circulation and nourish the hair follicles, leading to healthier and stronger hair. When it comes to applying oil to the belly button, there are many different types of oils to choose from, including almond oil, coconut oil, castor oil, sesame oil, and essential oils. Almond oil is a popular choice as it is rich in vitamin E and has moisturizing and anti-inflammatory properties. Coconut oil is also a great option as it is easily absorbed by the skin and has antibacterial and antifungal properties. To apply oil to the belly button, simply warm the oil slightly and use your fingertips to massage it gently into the area. It is recommended to do this before bedtime so the oil can work its magic while you sleep. In conclusion, massaging oil onto the belly button is a traditional Ayurvedic practice that has many health benefits, including boosting immunity, improving digestion, reducing stress and anxiety, promoting hair growth, and improving skin and eye health. While there are many different types of oil to choose from, it is essential to choose high quality oils and use them properly to maximize their benefits. So yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think. I have been going, what's the word that I want to use? I was saying that I have been rotating the castor oil and the coconut oil, and I heard that sweet almond oil is actually good for eye health. I can say honestly that the coconut oil has a different set of benefits than the castor oil. I think the castor oil really does help with digestion, and the coconut oil was really helping to brighten my skin up. So they just have different benefits. I don't think that the coconut oil was really helping with digestion, but I can see a difference in digestion with the castor oil. So if you all have tried it, let me know what your results have been. I do want to start trying to incorporate the sweet almond oil because like I said, it's beneficial for eye health. I also heard that oiling your feet with magnesium oil has, it has a whole lot of benefits as well. So I want to start trying that, but I will have to get all of the information so I can bring it to you guys about oiling the feet with magnesium oil, which I never heard of, but it's a such thing. And I will tell you guys about that later on. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this whole, oiling the navel, if you've heard anything about that. I also heard that in Ayurveda that they do use ghee as well to oil the navel, and it has a lot of benefits. I'm looking forward to the castor oil helping hair growth. I mean, overall body hair growth is doing wonders, but on my head, I can't really tell yet, but we still, experimenting. So we'll do an update on that later. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. The next topic is coming from indiatimes.com, and it reads, must follow rules for eating fruits as per Ayurveda. The secret to healthy fruit eating. Fruits are among the healthiest foods in the world, but we can get their maximum benefits only if we eat them at the right time and in the right manner. Yes, it makes a lot of difference in the way you consume them. When it comes to fruit, Ayurveda has laid down some rules about eating them. Here are some do's and don'ts about eating these health foods. Don't mix fruits that are not completely sweet with milk. Ayurveda suggests that fruits that are not absolutely sweet should not be mixed with milk. Fruits that have even a little bit of acidic content in them should never be added to milk, as they can spoil the milk. For example, you should not mix berries with milk. Even though banana is sweet, you should not mix it with milk, as it is heavy for the gut. Don't eat fruits just after meals. Ayurveda strongly stands against eating any fruit after having your meals at any time of the day. The basic reason behind this is that eating fruits can directly disrupt the ongoing digestion of the food eaten. Eating fruits after your meals can lead to fermentation in your stomach, affecting your overall digestive health. It can cause acidity, gas, and indigestion. Don't eat vegetables with fruits. According to Ayurveda, one should never eat uncooked food with cooked food. Since fruits are eaten raw unlike vegetables, these two should ideally not be combined or eaten together. Both fruits and vegetables get digested at a different pace, so eating them together is not a wise idea. Don't buy packed juices. The natural sweetness and flavors of fruits are the most nourishing aspect of them. However, canned juices available in the market often contain artificial sweeteners and preservatives. As per Ayurveda, you should have juices within minutes of extracting them. Storing juice makes them lose their nutrition, and they also turn acidic. Do eat fruits in the morning. According to Ayurveda, the best time to eat fruit is right in the morning. Most of the fruits, except the citrus ones, can be easily eaten on an empty stomach. This could include bananas, pears, and peaches. Apples are especially great to be had in the morning since they are rich in pectin, which help keep your intestines healthy. Do eat fruits before your meals. It is always recommended that you eat your fruits a little before your meals, as fruits take lesser time to digest. They also keep you full, which prevents you from binge eating. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that, yes, once again, we have been eating fruits and vegetables wrong all of our lives. So I wanted to share this with you guys to give you an idea of, for one, how to eat your fruit, and for two, to let you know that we've been eating our fruits wrong. In this culture, in this society, we don't really learn about food like we need to. So as you can see, some of the ways that we are eating our food are causing a lot of these side effects in our gut, like bloating and gas, and you're trying to digest this food with that food when it's not even supposed to be mixed or eaten together. So that's just an example. So let me know if you guys are going to change up how you've been eating your fruits in the comment section below, and let me know if this was helpful information. I know it was for me. But yeah, guys, let's move on. The next topic is from abcnews.go.com, and it reads, rare pictures release of uncontacted Amazon rainforest tribe in Peru emerging near lodging sites. London. Dozens of uncontacted people deep in the Peruvian Amazon have been captured on camera just several miles from a number of lodging areas, a human rights group said, and they are believed to be from the largest uncontacted uncontacted tribe in the world. In the images released by Survival International, a London-based human rights organization founded in 1969 that campaigns for the rights of indigenous, tribal, and uncontacted peoples, more than 50 Mashco Pyro people can be seen appearing near the Yain village of Monte Salvador in southeast Peru. In a separate incident, another group of 17 appeared near the neighboring village of Puerto Nuevo. Officials said the Yain, who are not uncontacted, speak a language related to Mashco Pyro and have previously reported that the Mashco Pyro angrily denounced the presence of lodgers on their land. Campaigners from Survival International say this is a graphic example of the urgent need to revoke all the lodging licenses in the area and recognize that the territory belongs to the Mashco Pyro people, which Survival believes is the largest uncontacted tribe in the world. Several lodging companies hold timber concessions, a territory administered outside of government perimeters used in resource extraction. Inside the Peruvian territory that belongs to the Mashco Pyro people, in the nearest lodging area is just a few miles from where the Mashco Pyro were filmed. One company, Canales Manu, that operates inside the Mashco Pyro territory, has built more than 200 kilometers of roads for its lodging trucks to extract timber, Survivor International says. It is certified by the FSC, Forest Stewardship Council, for its supposedly sustainable and ethical operations there, despite the Peruvian government acknowledging 8 years ago that it is cutting down trees within Mashco Pyro territory. This is irrefutable evidence that many Mashco Pyro live in this area, which the government has not only failed to protect but actually sold off to lodging companies, said Alfredo Vargas, PO president of local indigenous organization FENAMED, said in a statement regarding the new images. The lodging workers could bring in new diseases which would wipe out the Mashco Pyro, and there's also a risk of violence on either side. So it's very important that the territorial rights of the Mashco Pyro are recognized and protected in law. Survival International has since called on the FSC to withdraw its certification of the lodging company's operation, but there is no indication on whether the company has plans to do so. These incredible images show that very large numbers of uncontacted Mashco Pyro people are living just a few miles from where lodgers are opposed to start operation. Indeed, one lodging company, Canales Tahuamanu, is already at work inside the Mashco Pyro territory, which the Mashco Pyro have made clear they oppose, said Survival International Director Caroline Pierce. This is a humanitarian disaster in the making. It's absolutely vital that the lodgers are thrown out and the Mashco Pyro's territory is properly protected at last. The FSC must cancel its certification of Canales Tahuamanu immediately. Failure to do so will make a mockery of the entire certification system. While the Mashco Pyro population is unclear, they are believed to be the largest uncontacted tribe on Earth, with an estimated 700 people making their home deep within the rainforest of southeast Peru. I hope they do not go over there messing with these people. But that is interesting. But it's 750 of them, and that makes them the largest. I think it's more uncontacted tribes around the world. But I would try to put a clip of this video. So yeah, guys, what do y'all think? And it said it could be trouble from either side. That means they are ready to bang, and I don't see nothing but little boys out there, or men and boys. So it's like they ready for whatever. And I don't blame them for, fighting back and protecting their lands and their territory. So yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on that. So this next topic is coming from NBC News, and why this is of interest to me is because I saw some footage a while back on X with something similar to what this story was looking like. So I want to get into it and see if it's got the same details as what I saw on X. So let's get into it. It says, family of a boy who drowned in a borrow pit calls for more arrests after 10 and 11-year-old are charged weeks later. It took 55 days to confirm what Noah Bush's family had known for weeks. His death was not an accident, as authorities had initially insisted. Now the family of the 8-year-old Georgia boy who drowned in a construction pit in May is calling for more arrests and a deeper investigation into the child's death, which has been ruled a homicide, their attorney said. 2 boys, ages 10 and 11, have been arrested and charged in Noah's death, but an attorney for the family, Francis Johnson, said the Bushes are calling for the arrest of any adults who may have had a role in covering up the boys' actions, and criticized the sheriff department that for weeks said Noah's death was an accident. Noah was found dead May 16, a day after he was reported missing in a borrow pit filled with water near his home in Jessup, Georgia, law enforcement and Johnson have said. A borrow pit is an area where material like dirt or soil has been dug out for use at another site. He was last seen hanging out with a 10-year-old whom he had known for a few months and considered a friend, and an 11-year-old he met that day, Johnson said. At some point, they pressured Noah to go down to the borrow pit, said Johnson, who has met with the district attorney and viewed the evidence. It's a deep canyon-like place, and in the low places, water fills up in it like swimming pool sizes of water, he said, adding that the area is in total disrepair, with fences and gates broken down, allowing access to people. Johnson said an argument ensued between the boys. And he was pushed into the water by the older juvenile. The sheriff department said at the time that his death was an accident and that no foul play was involved. But family members disputed that finding, arguing that Noah was afraid of water and would not have gone near it, according to NBC affiliate First Coast News. Hundreds of people protested the department's finding in the days after Noah's death. She always believed that there was more to this, Johnson said of Noah's mother. I don't know if I recall anybody who's been more regretful that they were right. The sheriff's office reversed course nearly 2 months after the boy was found dead, saying in a news release that Noah's death has been ruled a homicide after it was discovered during the investigation that one of the boys pushed him into the deep portion of the borrow pit they were wading in. The Wayne County Coroner's Office did not immediately respond to requests for comment regarding Noah's autopsy. The sheriff's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment about Johnson's allegations. The 2 boys were arrested July 10 in connection with Noah's drowning. The sheriff department said in a statement, the 11-year-old has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, simple battery, concealing the death of another, and criminal trespass, while the 10-year-old is charged with concealing the death of another and criminal trespass. The boys have not been publicly named because of their age. Natalie Hardison, the mother of one of the boys, was also arrested on July 10 on a felony charge of making false statements, as well as a probation and truancy charge, both misdemeanors, according to the sheriff's office. Chief Deputy Mike Hargrove of Wayne County Sheriff's Office in Hardison had lied about her whereabouts at one point during the investigation. Hardison has remained jailed since her arrest, according to the Sheriff's Office website. There is no attorney listed for her in court records. The arrest of the boys came 55 days after Noah's body was found. The sheriff had the statements of these boys from within 48 hours of Noah's drowning. So to let this mother be led to believe that this was an accidental drowning for that long and to not inform the community is just really hard, Johnson said. Noah was the real center of his family's joy and full of life, Johnson told NBC News. His death has left Noah's mother, Demetrius Bush, heartbroken and searching for answers, he said. Johnson described the area as tight-knit but impoverished trailer home community. Noah's family didn't come from any great means, but neither are the people who are accused of his manslaughter, Johnson said. Noah's mother believes the sheriff's office almost overlooked her son's death as a homicide and criticized the sheriff's office handling of the investigation, Johnson said. It is her belief that ultimately her child didn't matter to them, he said. Noah was black. Johnson said the 2 boys who were arrested are white. The sheriff department did not respond to questions from NBC News about the family's allegations. There may be others who are involved in concealing the actions of the 10 and 11-year-old, and everyone who was involved in that, who was a party to those crimes, should be held to account, Johnson said. But he said the family is grateful to the local district attorney for ultimately deciding that the two boys and one of their mothers should face charges. The Brunswick Judicial Circuit District Attorney said it does not comment on ongoing prosecutions. Hargrove said the investigation is ongoing. It's still open and we're still looking into it, he said. So yeah, this sounds like something similar. The only thing, the footage that I actually saw on X was only 2 boys. So they're saying it was a total of 3 boys. I saw one boy push the little boy down into this pit-like thing, and he just left. Now, I don't know if a third boy was there and he just didn't get into the scene or the frame of the surveillance camera, but it sounds very similar to what I saw on X, and it was actual footage, like security footage, and somebody posted it on X. I don't know what town, city, state, but if it's not this little boy that they're talking about in this particular article, it may be someone else's child down in some pit somewhere that was pushed into the pit. So yeah, if you have a little boy that's missing, that may be where he is. I can't tell you the location or anything like that. It was just some footage on X, and I was like, this is crazy. Where are the parents? Why are they letting these little kids just roam around like that? Like, and then like, did the parents even look for the child? So it was just interesting to me, but it's a sad situation. Condolences to the family. I couldn't tell the races of these people, so I don't know if the people in the video that I saw, I don't know what race they were. So I don't know, because they said that it was 2 white boys that was involved with this little black boy being pushed into this thing. But on that video, it was like maybe like black and white or some type of old time looking footage. So it wasn't really clear, but you could clearly see a child being pushed into the little hole, and he was trying not to fall. So he was hanging on for as long as he could, and the boy like pushed his hands on in, and it was bad. But yeah, guys, watch your churn. Don't let them just be all playing with anybody and roaming. And it sounds like they were supposed to be at school. The mama got truancy charges. So they might have, snuck off school grounds and, did this. So, yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on that in the comment section below. This next topic is coming from USA Today, and it reads, Global tech outage hits airlines, bank, healthcare, and public transit. A defective update from U.S. cybersecurity software company CrowdStrike crashed Microsoft Windows systems around the globe Friday. The tech outage disrupted operations across industries such as banks, hospitals, and 911 call centers, plus grounded flights and hampered public transit systems. And although a fix was deployed to restore most systems by the afternoon to return to normal, ripple effects may be felt throughout the weekend, experts warn. CrowdStrike, which advertises being used by over half of Fortune 500 companies, says one of its recent content updates had a defect that impacted Microsoft Windows operating system, adding the incident was not a security incident or cyber attack. Earlier today, a CrowdStrike update was responsible for bringing down a number of IT systems globally, a Microsoft spokesperson said in a statement on Friday afternoon. We are actively supporting customers to assist in their recovery. The company's CEO, George Kurtz apologized for the disruptions in a post on X, noting the issue had been identified and isolated and a fix had been deployed. CrowdStrike is working with all impacted customers to ensure that systems are back up and they can deliver the services their customers are counting on. Meanwhile, Microsoft said the underlying cause has been fixed and impacted Microsoft 365 apps and services have been recovered, though the company continues to monitor the issue. Kurtz went on to warn in his statement, "We know that adversities and bad actors will try to exploit events like this. I encourage everyone to remain vigilant and ensure that you're engaging with official CrowdStrike representatives." In the U.S., thousands of flights were canceled Friday morning. American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and United Airlines were among those who grounded flights less than an hour after Microsoft said it resolved a cloud services related outage that impacted several low-cost carriers. "Every line is long," said Chance Ortega, 31, whose flight to New York was canceled Friday morning. Public transit systems in the U.S. also reported temporary impacts, but for the most part, trains and buses were running as scheduled. The Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority in Washington, D.C. said its website and some of our internal systems are currently down, but trip planning applications were later restored. In New York City, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority also said some of its MTA customer information systems were temporarily offline until around 5:30 p.m. Around the world, the outages disrupted London Stock Exchange, caused major train delays in the UK, sent British broadcaster Sky News off air, forced medical facilities in Europe and the US to cancel some services, and caused disruptions at airports in Europe, Singapore, Hong Kong, and India. Widespread economic impact from the outage is expected to be small, even though many companies were still trying to resume full operations by the time the stock market closed. Travel disruptions. Over 2,000 U.S. flights canceled amid global IT outage. Developments. More than 5,000 flights were canceled globally as of 3:30 p.m. Eastern, about 4.6% of all scheduled commercial flights for the day, according to aviation analytics company Cirium. Some of U.S. border crossings saw impact amid the outage. Traffic stalled on the Ambassador Bridge, which connects Detroit with Windsor, Ontario, Canada, as well as at the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel. The Detroit Free Press reported CBP1, the Customs and Border Patrol app, and the agency's Border Wait Times website each appeared to experience outages. U.S. stocks closed lower on Friday in the wake of the outage. CrowdStrike shares closed down 11.1% at $304.96, with analysts predicted the outage would cost the company money to fix and restore trust with its customers. It was the lowest close for the shares since May 2nd. Microsoft shares fared better, closing down only 0.74% at $437.11. Krispy Kreme gave away free donuts Friday due to the global tech outage. Some Starbucks locations were reportedly taking only cash Friday, and customers reported being unable to use the coffee chain's mobile app. Some had a sense of humor through it, with workers who had to muddle through expressing their wishes for a digital snow day from the office. Knocked teams out, as the outage didn't equate to a work stoppage for all. Dubai International Airport said on X it was operating normally following a global system outage that affected the check-in process for some airlines. It added the affected airlines promptly switched to an alternate system, allowing normal check-in operations to resume swiftly. CrowdStrike impact: how a global IT outage unraveled the world's tech. It said Portland issues emergency declaration. Portland, Oregon Mayor Ted Wheeler issued an emergency declaration Friday over the tech outage, with a statement noting the outages are affecting city servers, employee computers, and emergency communications. Meanwhile, the Maryland Department of Emergency Management increased its state activation level from normal to partial, citing the tech outage. A post on X says a partial activation is for incidents that require significant monitoring or resources, with additional emergency operations staffing from other agencies, functions, and supporting organizations. So this goes on to telling you what is CrowdStrike. I'm not going to read this entire article, but this is just to let you know that there was some type of outage in the Microsoft operating systems or whatever, and this hit around the world. So it's just letting us know that this computer, cyber, virtual reality can glitch at any time. It can stop at any time. And to my knowledge, since the eclipse, we've been told that these type of things, these blackouts, are going to be happening. So be prepared, be fully aware. So yeah, did y'all go and get a free donut from Krispy Kremes or not? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. The next topic is coming from NBC News, and it reads, Kentucky motel ordered to pay $2 million after guest is unalived from a 150-degree shower. The family of a 76-year-old Kentucky man was awarded over $2 million for his unaliving from a second and third degree burn suffered in a scalding hot motel shower where water temperatures reached at least 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Court documents from the lawsuit allege that Alex Cronis checked into the Econo Lodge in Erlanger, Kentucky on November 18, 2021. The next morning, he turned on the shower and was immediately struck by extremely hot water that knocked him to the floor while the water continued to burn him. The two people who were in the motel with Cronis heard his screams and removed him from the tub. He had to go through skin grafting because he had deep tissue, second and third degree burns from the scalding temperatures of the shower at the hotel. Jeffrey Blankenship, attorney for Cronis' family, told NBC News Thursday. After spending several months in the hospital, Cronis ultimately passed away on June 19, 2022. Cronis never married and had no children since his niece filed a lawsuit against the motel. So his niece filed a lawsuit against the motel on his behalf. Expert witnesses' testimonies revealed that the water temperature was at least 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Photos taken by Cronis' nephew, who was at the motel with him, showed severely damaged and discolored patches of skin all over Cronis' legs. The final trial order entered by the court on July 11 gave Cronis' estate $1,271,486.60 to cover medical expenses, $16,058.73 for funeral expenses, $250,000 for pain and suffering, and $500,000 for punitive damages. The defense was given 30 days to file an appeal. The defense claimed Cronis didn't even stay at the motel, said Blankenship. Attorneys for the defense declined to comment, citing the pending appeal. Wow. What do they mean he didn't even stay there? Was he visiting and decided to come in and take a bath because his niece and nephew was there? I'm not understanding, but they surely gave him his money. Yeah. So either way, I wanted to bring this up because we really need to be checking the water temperatures at these hotels, because sometimes they do, or they are extremely hot. I'm not saying that they're 150 degrees, but sometimes that water is extremely hot. And before you allow your children, your adolescent children, to go in there and take a bath, we might want to test the water and make sure, or maybe set the water for them before they actually get in the shower on their own. So yeah, this is crazy. But it sounds like as soon as he turned it on, it went scorching hot. So yeah, but yeah, guys, condolences to the family. This shouldn't happen to nobody, but yeah. Let me know y'all thoughts below. This next topic, y'all, is coming from Yahoo Style, and I wanted to hit on this again because we have been really covering all of these instances with food and the different bacterias and all of that. And it's another one that just hit the scene again, so let's get into it. It says 2 deaths in Canada linked to silk, great value product recall, listeria symptoms, prevention, tips, and more to know. It says 2 people have died after being sickened with the listeriosis following a Canada-wide recall of 18 plant-based refrigerated beverages by Silk and Great Value brand. According to a public health notice from Health Canada, 12 cases of listeria infections, including the recent deaths, have been linked to the recall. 10 in Ontario, 1 in Quebec, 1 in Nova Scotia. In total, 9 people have been hospitalized for listeriosis. A majority of the infections have been in people 50 years and older, while 67% of reported cases were female. In total, 9 people have been hospitalized for listeriosis. Earlier this month, Canadian Food Inspection Agency issued a nationwide recall on Silk and Great Value products due to listeria contamination. The recall includes the following products with all best before dates of up to and including October 4th, 2024. The almond beverage unsweetened original, almond beverage original, almond beverage vanilla, Silk products, various sizes with all best before dates of up to and including October 4th, 2024. Almond original, almond dark chocolate, almond unsweetened, almond vanilla and unsweetened vanilla, coconut original and coconut unsweetened, oat original, oat vanilla, oat dark chocolate, oat unsweetened and unsweetened vanilla, almond and cashew unsweetened and unsweetened vanilla. A complete list of products, product codes, and best before dates included in the recall are available on the CFIA website. According to the CFIA, recalled products should be thrown out or returned to the location where they were purchased. Anyone who thinks they may have become sick from a recalled product is encouraged to visit their healthcare provider. In a press release, Frederick Gouchard, president of Dannon Canada, which manufactures silk products, said that the company is working with the utmost seriousness with authorities to investigate surrounding the outbreak. The news in this notice is devastating, and our most sincere sympathies go out to the families and loved ones during this difficult time, Gouchard said. We would like to reassure our customers that we have conducted the recall and have removed the affected products from retail shelves in close collaboration with our retail partners. What exactly is listeria? Here's what you need to know and symptoms of listeria to look out for. Dr. Isaac Boguch, an infectious disease specialist at the Toronto General Hospital, described listeria as a type of bacteria that can infect people when they consume contaminated food. It's usually associated with specific types of food, said Boguch in September 23 interview. It's just more common in some foods than others, but it's sadly not uncommon to hear about listeria outbreaks from time to time. He said listeria can be found in cold cuts, deli meats, and hot dogs, pasteurized and unpasteurized milk products, store-made salads, occasionally in fruits and vegetables. The interesting thing about listeria is that normally when you put something in the refrigerator, it usually would suppress bacteria growth, but listeria actually grows very well in refrigerated environment, Boguch explained. What are the symptoms of listeria infection? The Canadian Food Inspection Agency said food contaminated with listeria may not look or smell spoiled, but can still make people sick. A lot of people probably had listeria and didn't even know it. And this is according to public health symptoms of listeria. Listeria can start as early as 3 days after eating contaminated food. The symptoms can include the following: fever, nausea, cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, headache, constipation, and muscle aches. Most people who get listeria are going to have diarrhea and gastrointestinal symptoms. It's going to go away on its own. They don't even require antibiotics. And a lot of people probably had listeria and did not even know it, said Boguch. Is listeria dangerous for everyone? Pregnant women, the elderly, and people with weakened immune system are particularly at risk for severe illness from listeria, according to Boguch. Those individuals are at risk of what we call invasive listeriosis, said Bokach, and that means it can cause a bloodstream infection. It can be very serious. According to the World Health Organization, invasive listeriosis is characterized by severe symptoms and a high mortality rate, 20 to 30%. The symptoms include fever, myalgia, septicemia, which is blood poisoning, meningitis, inflammation of brain and spinal cord tissues. The incubation period is usually 1 to 2 weeks, but can vary between a few days and up to 90 days, WHO explained. The infection in pregnant women may also lead to a premature delivery, infection of the newborn, or even stillbirth. However, Bokach said listeria is generally not difficult to treat, and people who do end up hospitalized will get antibiotic therapy. The key is prevention, he added, to ensure that people are aware of what product is involved so they can avoid it. And if people do have risk factors for a severe infection and they have symptoms of infection, to ensure that there is rapid access to care and they start treatment. Bokach said food contaminated with listeria is beyond an individual's control, and it has to do with how the food was processed before it reached the consumer. But there are still ways to prevent infection. People can cook their meat. The bacteria would not survive if you cooked a hot dog, said Bokach. Health Canada said foods that are contaminated with the listeria bacteria will look, smell, and taste normal. This is why people at high risk for severe illness should avoid eating deli meats unless they are dried and salted or heated until steaming hot. Additionally, they should avoid pate and meat spreads unless they are frozen, canned, or shelf stable. To lower the risk of infection, Bokach also recommended people avoid unpasteurized dairy products, which Health Canada said includes soft and semi-soft cheeses such as Brie, Camembert, and blue vein cheese. Ugh. People can still get listeria through pasteurized products, but unpasteurized products carry a higher risk, Bokach said. Fruits and vegetables should also be washed thoroughly, the doctor concluded. So once again, it's bacteria and diseases taking people out that's associated with food. And I don't know why he was saying you should just go on and cook your hot dog when this was talking about milk. This plant-based milk. So these people didn't know they had to cook their milk before they could actually use it. But to be on the safe side, we might need to boil our milk before we use it and then refrigerate. But this is crazy. All of this is crazy. Anyway, let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section below. So this next topic I wanted to bring up because I was a fan of this person. She was on one of my very first teen soap operas when I was a teenager. So yeah, I was a fan, although on the show she was a bitch, but still my girl nonetheless. And later she was on Charm, playing as one of the sisters. So this comes from the New York Post, and it reads, Shannon Doherty's doctor reveals her sad final moments before death. She wasn't ready to leave. Shannon Doherty's doctor has revealed the beloved actress' heartbreaking final moments. The Beverly Hills 90210 star died at age 53 on Saturday after a long battle with cancer. In an interview with People, oncologist Dr. Lawrence D. Pyro said the Charmed alum's final moments were sad and beautiful. In the last few hours, she was in a place where she was very comfortable in sleeping and transitioning, and she was surrounded by some of her very close friends, Pyro told the outlet. The room was surrounded by a select group of friends that were giving her a lot of care and support. It was a somber and sad, but beautiful and loving. The hardest thing about this was that she wasn't ready to leave because she loved life, he added. Dorothy was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015, enduring a mastectomy, chemotherapy, and radiation. She went into remission in 2017, but in February 2020, she announced she had stage 4 breast cancer. On the June 24th episode of her Let's Be Clear podcast, Dorothy opened up about her decision to undergo another round of chemotherapy. I'm having to go back on chemo and it's really hard, she said at the time. The idea of going through that all over again has wrecked me. Speaking about the late actress's fight against the illness, Pyro and they kept going until we couldn't go anymore. The last conversation that we had, she was in the process of realizing that things had taken a pretty significant turn, he told the outlet. The conversation was about love and support and caring and still fighting through. She wanted to continue to take treatment and fight through, even though her physical condition had taken a bit of a downturn, and so we did. And while the Heathers actress, my bad, y'all. And while the Heathers actress had only a limited situation of options, she was not willing to throw in the towel. That wasn't even open for discussion because that's not how Shannon lived. She was an incredible warrior in everything she did, Pyro added. Dorothy's death was confirmed by her longtime publicist, Leslie Sloan, on Sunday. It's with a heavy heart that I confirmed the passing of actress Shannon Doherty, Sloan said in a statement to the outlet. On Saturday, July 13th, she lost her battle with cancer after many years of fighting the disease, Sloan continued. The devoted daughter, sister, aunt, and friend was surrounded by her loved ones as well as her dog Bowie. The family asked for their privacy at this time so they can grieve in peace. Following her death, the actress was remembered by fans and friends alike, including several of her Beverly Hills 90210 co-stars. So yeah, that's why I first met Brenda, and I really used to love that show. Yeah, it was my first soap opera. They were older, of course, but I really loved the show. And then Melrose Place came on later on. So yeah, but condolences to Shannon's family. And yeah, I wonder did any of her co-stars from Charm come on there. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Shannon, aka Brenda from 90210. What do you think? Did y'all like her? Did y'all think she was a BITCH in 90210 and on Charm? Because sometimes on Charm she seemed like one too. But yeah. And also, let me not forget, she's a fellow Aries as well. So yeah. So yeah, guys, we have come to the end of our chat session once again. I hope that you have been enriched, inspired, informed, and or entertained. Be sure to check us out on our other platforms. They are listed in our channel description. Make sure to click the notifications bell to be notified of our future chat sessions. Thanks again for your time and support. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace and love. And as always, be blissful. And don't forget to hit my poll on the community wall or tell me in the comments below if y'all would like to go live after these chat sessions air. So yeah, let me know.
DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady ain't looking tacky. I keep my game tacky.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural.
The infamous.
Ain't looking tacky. Cause I keep my game tacky.
I'm so pretty, I'm so fabu, I'm so nappy, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo, cooking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon, getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is cheering on that cartoon, and I'm sitting on top of these buffoons. I'm so nappy, I'm so nappy. All these dudes that wanna get at me, I'm so cultured and I'm happy. Jealous switches wanna come back me, cause I'm comfortable in my skin. End of the day, you lose, I win. I'm so profitable in my ends, don't care if I make or lose a few friends. And I look like $1 trillion. Lady, we won a lotto, cause in the Lord I trust. And beauty is the motto. Naturally thick in the butt, I'm Billy Blanks on the Tabo. Edges a little rough, just pretend I'm from Morocco. Organ all up in my hair, cause I let my locks grow naturally. My curls popping everywhere. I'm maximizing on this natural thing. Like it or not, I don't care. You clowns ain't about to worry me, cause I does this for myself, and I'm repping for my ancestry.
I'm so nappy, cause that be natural. I ain't looking